referee today is Dennis Spagarina. Surely a neutral. Surely a neutral. It's Darren Riley kicking off deep, and it's gone dead. Just beating John Westhead, who's the lock forward in the Schoolboys side, into touch and goal. A little bit of a breeze behind the Australian team to start this game. 35 minutes each way. Looking for a bit of space out there. And almost knocked that on. In fact, he did. So we're going to have a scrum, as that was knocked on by David Ronson in the centres.
Well, they were lucky. Great Britain were lucky to get away with that, really, because from the kickoff, allowing it to go in dead was the resulting dropout right underneath your post. They were lucky to get away with it. The Australians knocking up.
Paul Hume feeding it for Great Britain and getting it. Breaking quickly from the scrum, Mark Glanville. And there's a couple of punches thrown early on. A bit of sorting out going on. And this is not a very good way to start the game. Oh, they really are going quite berserk out there. And they're still throwing punches. They're getting stuck into each other. A very unpleasant start to the game. And someone should cool this down straight away. Well, I don't know what started it all. But there were quite a few who were willing to get things in there. And he's laying down the law quite firmly. And it's 10 minutes in the sin bin for only one player. Drop forward. Oh, they made an absolute meal of that. Complete misunderstanding as it went back to Paul Topping. So the Australian Schoolboys set it off again. Glanville, this way, that way, straightens it. He's got support from Alchin. So Great Britain putting themselves under pressure. Herring, he's over. An easy try, that, to the Australian Schoolboys. Herring pushing off some very threadbare defenders. So Herring, as easy as you please. Just shrugging off the defence, crashing through 2 or 3 poor attempts to tackle to score. And the Australian team got the ball. Darren Riley looking to add the extras, and he does. So it's 6-0. Paul makes a good break. This could be a try. Crankovich heading for the line. He's over. He's got it down. An easy try after winning the scrum. Danny Crankovich has scored it. And a comfortable lead. Now watch from the scrum. Alton gets a quick ball away to Hall. Now Hall stands up his opposite number. Goes straight past him. He's made the break. Loops the pass. And Crankovich heading for the line. The cover's after him. And that's about all they can do to try to upset his momentum. Not enough. The England line at will. Riley's conversion is good. 12-0.
Well, that's 2 tries.
Now, what can Great Britain do with it? Nothing, because Australian Schoolboys get the penalty. And as they come in
one at a time, and really is leaving a lot of gaps.
A bit surprised that we haven't seen a lot of free-flowing players yet. The 2 tries really didn't result from a lot of good passing work by the Australians, but here's a good run by Australia, and Crankovich, the fullback, inside the quarter, Great Britain's end. So the English boys under a lot of pressure again. There's Glanville. He's having a big game for the Australian Schoolboys. The lock forward inside the quarter. That's Hall, the 5'8". And this Great Britain plays allowing the Australians to run too far. They're not moving up in these rucks at all to stop the movement. That's Alchin. Oh, and Anast on the burst, and he's close. He's over. The Australian prop forward, Theo Anast. The 3rd try to the Australian team. And here's the power. The power of the Australian team. Good pass there from Glanville, who is at the dummy half position. Alchin does very well, but here's the Australian player on the burst. Anas, the big prop forward, and that's been the difference between the two teams so far. Good try by Anas. And that one makes it 18-0 to Australia over England in the Schoolboys test. Going to Alchin, Hall. And that's Boyd, the second row forward. Alchin again, and this time the England defence moves up quickly, but too quickly, and Hall's around the first line of defence. Good run, and backing up it's Ronson. Ronson being pursued by the winger Moore, and the pass, as I looked away then for a moment, Ronson
Danny Crankovich
got rid of the ball, but Crankovich,
second try.
Yes, his second try. I just looked away for a moment. I thought the movement was going to stop there, just short of the line, because Moore appeared to catch the Australian Ronson. And, well, let's see it again. There's a good break by Hall. The defence moved up just a little bit too quickly that time, and Hall stepped around his man, was almost in the clear, drew the fullback beautifully here, drew topping nicely, passed to Ronson. Ronson was in the clear. Moore came after him from the wing. There he is coming into the picture now, catches him. At that moment I looked away and didn't see Crankovich backing up, and the Australian fullback is in for his second try. He's got plenty of height there, but it's out to the right, no goal. And the score, 22 points to 0. Feeds the scrum, and that's a win to Australia against the head, and this is Alchin to Hall. Oh, good hands. On to the winger in there. Now it's Ronson in the centre. Out of one. Caught by Wilson and Holden on the Great Britain quarter. And there's Glanville from... Oh, easy. Glanville from dummy half. Another try for Australia. Well, that was too simple. Watch it again. There was just no defence there at all. Great Britain too slow in recovering. There we saw the Australian winger Campbell making use of himself in the centre. And the play stops just short of the quarter line. Now when Ronson plays the ball, there's nobody there for Great Britain. Too slow, and there's a player with his back to the play. Back to the play, not watching. Glanville through non-existent defence for an Australian try. Very simple one from in front. There it is. And he's missed it from in front. He's kicked it wide of the post. No goal. So it's 26 points to 0. Wilson kicks off for Great Britain, and this is Wilcox, the second row forward. Oh, he's gone right through, and there's only the fullback in front of him. He's got Osborne inside, and the prop forward on his way to the line. This will be another try. Osborne is in for Australia, and it's 30 points to 0. Let's not take anything away from this Australian side. We've said that the England defence has not been up to standard, but let's not take anything away from this Australian side. They're playing beautiful football, giving each other great support, and there we see a prop to attempt the conversion. There it goes. No, he's missed it just to the right. No goal. Australia 30, Great Britain the scrum. Australia's ball against the head. From Hall to Glanville, the lock forward. Alchin, and that's one of the replacements for Australia, Donnelly, and play almost to the quarter. Great Britain's end. Played back by Ronson. That's Alchin to Hall. Osborne, now out to Campbell, and Sandy Campbell out of the tackle. He's going for the line. He's beaten the fullback, and Campbell underneath the crossbar to score, and that makes it 34 points to 0. Again, quick hands by the Australians. Quick hands and a nice step by Sandy Campbell. And you'll see it. Quick hands from Alchin to Hall. And then Osborne does very well getting that pass to Campbell. A nice step to get him inside the centre. And a nice swerve here to beat the fullback. A swerve and a change of pace. And under the post goes Sandy Campbell. The odds are that he will add to Australia's total now. Riley converts the try, and it's 36 points to 0 in favour of Australia after about 11 minutes of the second half. Shepardson, Sharp, Elgar. They're just not finding the gaps, not finding any gaps at all in this Australian defence. It's a magnificent defence from the Australians. Here's Shepardson, forced back in the tackle by Glanville. Sharp to Hume, Gunn, and now the 5'8" and on to the centres. Morris taken to ground, 10 metres short of the Australian quarter. 5 tackles gone for Great Britain as it goes to Sharp. Kick out to the short side, and it's put down by Australia. This is a chance for more. It's a try. More scores for Great Britain. Great Britain's first try of the game. And the score is 36 points to 4. Well, let's watch it. One of the few errors made here by Australia. A player failing to gather that ball. It was an awkward one. A good kick by Sharp. Kicking over to the short side of the field, and Riley, the winger, unable to hold the ball, towed through by Moore, and he picked it up beautifully. That was good handling by Moore, and a nice try. He's kicked fairly well in general play. This is his first opportunity now at goal, I think. I don't think he's attempted one before, Gary. No. So Sharp about to attempt the conversion of the try by winger Simon Moore. Goes, not a bad looking kick, but just to the right, no goal. So the score remains at Australia 36, Great Britain 4.
Not on the field. I think they've used up all their subs now. So it's Australia. Donnelly ran in there with Elgar. Alchen. Boyd. Australia 36, Great Britain 4. Alchen, busy, and he's away, the little fella, up to halfway. Got the support, lovely pass away to Hall. Then it goes on to Glanville. He finds Campbell. Campbell's got it inside to Crankovich, and Crankovich a screamer. He's third. Danny Crankovich has scored his third try. Well, that was a fine try. Watch the team support here after the team captain, Jason Alchen, makes the break. Gives it away to 5'8" Hall. Glanville carries it on. Away to Sandy Campbell. He tells Gibson to go wide, but it's Crankovich on the inside who takes it. And there's not much defence around when he goes over.
Just can't pick up who this player is.
Gibson having that kick, I think, and it will be. It looks like Greg Gibson, the replacement out on that flank, who missed with that shot. Success at this level. Some very well-schooled teams. Herring. Elgar made a good tackle. Glanville over halfway. Crankovich again, looking for support. And it could be another try to Australia with Martin going in this time. Paul Martin scores. I thought Crankovich might line up his fourth, but he set up Martin perfectly. An easy bust made by Glanville, which led to that try. Away they go. Crankovich running off Glanville, sets up Martin perfectly. And Martin, the replacement three-quarter, goes racing away for a very comfortable try. Gibson tries to slot it. It's sliding. It's there. Now here's the judgment by Neil Cadigan for this test match is that Paul Osborne had 3 points, Brendan Hall 2, and Danny Crankovich 1.